Hi guys, this is Starseed Mentality, back at you again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing some information that was already posted on my YouTube platform, okay? Specifically when we talk about the videos that I did on Leave the World Behind and content that I was making for my Divine Feminine Energy series, okay? And in this video, I'm going to be further explaining why I think that the end of the world will be peaceful, okay? If you have not looked at that content, please go check it out. And before I dive in, please like, share, and subscribe to my video to stay updated on what I post. And let's get into it, y'all. So when it comes to the conscious or spiritual community, sometimes we do get carried away with the symbolism and our imaginations because we are very spiritual, creative people. But I do want to give you guys a picture of what the end of the world would look like, okay? And so to clarify, I don't think aliens are returning to the planet, the Anunnaki, whatever you want to call it. I don't think Jesus is coming on a cloud somewhere returning to the planet. And I don't think that there's an angelic figure, female figure, in my, thoughts on the whole matriarchal energy returning to the planet. It's not going to be an angelic woman coming from the sky, okay? It is a rebirth of a thought, a consciousness construct, okay? And so when we come to the understanding with Leave the World Behind, in the video that I did, I discussed how the end of the world is not the planet itself, okay? Please go check out that video because I state that the end of the world is not the planet itself because the planet is under divine protection. But the end of the world, or a lot of apocalyptic, films, you see the theme of an end of capitalism, an end of bank film field community or society. You see an end to people going to work and going to bed, day in and day out, doing the same thing every day, feeling like they are stuck in a loop, right? And so the end of the world, or the symbolism of Leave the World Behind, is the end of patriarchy, okay? Is the end of an old frame of mindset where we want to be enslaved to the world that we live in, okay? When I seen them blow up them cities, okay, this is where I concluded that the end of the world would be peaceful, because if you live in the inner city, it's no peace. Your brain never takes a break. It's a lot of sounds, sirens, traffic, trains, a lot of lights, a lot of distractions, okay? And what happens is you can't hear your own self think. And so that's when I concluded that the end of the world will be peaceful, because matriarchy is ending, capitalism is ending, depending on this fictitious dollar is ending, and we are going to reconnect with the divine feminine energy and the matriarchal energy of the planet. We're going to reconnect to nature and the feminine energy of creation, fertility, growth. We might even be growing our own sources of food. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that the planet is an extension of ourselves, okay? Learning how to heal with the planet, okay? And things of that nature. And so we are entering a shift of consciousness. It's a end to an old way of thought. That's why it's an apocalypse. That's why it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Remember 2012 when they were like, it's the end of the world? When really it was an end of an age. It was an end of a dynasty. It was an end to an old framework of mind. You know what I'm saying? No more depending on technology to do everything for us. Now it's time to understand how to connect to the planet, and how the planet and then thus serves and connects to us. So getting back into my Divine Feminine series and the content that I do on there, you know, I say that divine feminine energy and matriarchal energy is returning to the planet. And so this is what really the end of the world would look like. And a fictitious woman is not going to come from the sky and come down here and no. Society is going into a different consciousness where there is oneness, where we are sharing resources, where there's no more patriarchy of, you know, I'm not going to share my resources. I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to keep everything for myself, really self-motivated, really self-centered, really in the ego a little bit, you know what I'm saying, unhealthy masculine or patriarchal energy, you know what I'm saying, where there's warfare because there's scarcity of resources. Think about what we got going in Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? There is a scarcity going on, or just the Middle East in general. You know what I'm saying? People are at war right now because you don't want to share resources. And at the end times, or, you know, at the end of the world, or the end of this old way of thinking, when we are walking into this new age, this new frequency of light, there's no longer going to be division. And there could be a possibility that women, you know, hold positions of power, hold leadership in government. But that's if there will be a government anymore, or sovereignty, because what you learn is all these different countries just cause division, which again is very masculine when we think about the sun or raw energy. That's what that is. You know, light creates separationism, you know what I'm saying, but we know that separate is an illusion. And so when we walk into this womb energy, this feminine energy, you know, there is, once you turn off the lights, you know, there's no separation. We are all one. And so that's kind of the blueprint we will be under this new frame of consciousness. Okay, reconnecting with the planet, reconnecting with each other as people, as human beings. No more technology, you know, fueling, you know, interconnection is, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go outside, talk to each other again in person, make it a real thing. And of course, feminine energy also deals with spirituality. So we're going to be tapping back into our spiritual vessels, our creative nature, and things of that nature. All right? Because that's the way I talk. I say nature a lot. Okay? And so this is what the real end of the world will look like. Okay? And sorry if I'm stumbling. Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass. Okay? I'm really getting frustrated here because I just tried to do another video and it didn't even save on TikTok. So, you know, it is what it is. We pushing through it. And so that's pretty much all that I wanted to explain to you all. You know, I wanted to give you guys a picture of what it means for the divine feminine energy to return. What does that even look like? Okay? And so with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe to the video to stay updated on what I post. And with that being said, I love y'all. Pata. Peace.